This is that one song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry. Yeah. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, whoa, East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast gon' ahead, stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up, got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm Wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, 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 gang. West Coast with the gang, 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 gang. Lower with the gang, 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 gang. You know we don't play gang, gang, gang.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Go to the fucking gym.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
How dare you!
Bye.
Your fat phobia?
No! No!
People are suffering. People are dying.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia? It's your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
You switch the samples.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 23 hundo and 57 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sneezecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. Today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2 flexing on all you beasts.
Fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, beaches, welcome to the show. Everyone is coming on in. Hit the like button if you're watching on YouTube at The Daily Swole. That's the best place to catch the Sleazecast. And of course, you could check all the links in the show notes down below to join the fam over at swolenormousx.com, to check out papasolio.com for apparel, and of course, to submit a question over there at askpapasolio.com. We got a great show today, so we are going to jump right into it. So make sure you hit that like button, drop some biceps and gorillas. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. All right, happy Schwednesday, beaches. Episode 2357. Let's fucking get into it. Let's first check out the Tainty Man. Oh my goodness. Oh, Tainty Man. The Tainty Man. He's completely out. All right, there's Rufus Tainty Boy Reeves getting a little sleepies during the intro of the show. And now we're going to move right along and we are going to bust this nut wide open. Let's get this swole card exposed. Freddy, take us away. Summon the Falcon. Let's fucking go. What'd you smash today, beaches? Drop in the comments down. Be slow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got another dick draft card. It was almost my thyroid, but we have a dick draft again, so hashtag double D for a chance to win today's swole card. That's a beauty. That's a beauty. Very nice. All right, hashtag dick draft. We are still looking for brave soldiers, and of course, we're looking for more generals and officers, ladies. So you are, we are in dire, desperate need of more recruits. So can never have enough, because the tards seem to be multiplying. So they're like mimics from Edge of Tomorrow, that Tom Cruise movie. They just keep on fucking coming and coming and coming and coming. So let's get into today's episode. Everyone spit on it. Let's get into that tip. Pooah. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. Get yourself some vegan tears before we get into today's episode. Check out that vegan tears mug. All right, shameless plug. We have a lot of awesome designs. If you haven't checked the new drops over there at papasolio.com, we have the Frosty the Swole Man over there. We also have the new pumpkin head, the Jacked O-Lantern, the new Go to the Fucking Gym. So we have one for the Christmas. So we have like some snow. We got the little Frosty the Swole Man. And of course, for limited time only, we got some awesome designs for the Jacked O-Lantern, the pumpkin head, Go to the Fucking Gym. That's only going to be towards to the end, towards Halloween. So make sure you jump on all those pumpkin designs. Now we have the brand new Depth Vader, as well as, of course, made with 100% vegan tears. So we got shirts and tanks that say made with 100% vegan tears. And of course, we have the awesome vegan tears mug. And when you zoom in on the design, you can see the reflection on the droplets is actually the beard logo. So a little attention to detail. Very nice, very awesome. And of course, we got the brand new Harry Squatter. So go and check out all those new designs, papasolio.com. Okay. All right. And of course, we also have our Swole Fam Roundtable tomorrow. So tomorrow's episode will be private for members only. All right. First off, anyone booing,
Go fuck yourself.
If you don't want to miss any of the episodes, then join the fam, swolenormousx.com. You get access to all the private live streams with all memberships, but we have Fuck Your Resolution specials going on. So if you want to be there for tomorrow's episode, it will be private. We will not be here for 2358. We'll be back here on Friday. So Friday we have overtime after the live stream in the morning. So make sure you are ready for overtime. We will be here and we will be crushing it. So, but another live stream on Friday. So when you join, you'll get access to tomorrow's private live stream. And then, of course, Friday, we have an overtime segment. And you can listen to all the previous roundtables. This is roundtable 29. So they're all about 2 hours long. So you have like 60 hours of awesome Swole fam conversations. Some of them were with Mama Swolio. They're great. The roundtables are awesome. So it's a great way for us to chat. And we just talk anything. Could be fitness, could be social, could be politics, could be... it just kind of is. Any questions that people have or things that they want to say, we just go from there. It's just a free-flowing conversation. There's no structure to it. It's just literally chill time for everyone to like hang. So it's awesome. They're always fast. Like Loretta says, the fastest 2 hours ever. They really are. They really, really are. It always goes fast. No matter what, it's always like, shit, we're fucking wrapping up. Fastest 2 hours you'll ever experience. So tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time, Swole Fam Roundtable. Let's get into that first.
What's in the box?
Nice. Ooh, that was nice. Hold on. Okay.
I gave it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Oh, God, that was good.
How dare you?
I dare, Greta. It's my fucking podcast. Okay, go hug a fucking tree. We got Brittany and Gary. Brittany and Gary. Well, we only have one person per account, so I guess your Facebook is Brittany and Gary. Nice. Are we talking to Brittany or Gary? Anyway, just joined. Oh, we're talking to Brittany, I suppose. Hey, just joined. I am a mom of 4, fell off the diet wagon about midsummer, found Papa Swolio on TikTok and been listening to the podcast. I feel like crap. I look like crap, and I'm learning so much in a short time. Looking forward to starting fresh with a clear mind. My go-to diet is keto, and I will be starting keto again today, but will not be buying any processed keto foods, sticking with meats and adding a few fruits for when I have that sweet tooth. All right, well, welcome to the fam. Of course, we don't really recommend keto. It's not ideal long-term, so I would look into more of our animal-based protocols. You do get some fruit because fruit and too much protein is going to kick you out of keto anyway. And most people actually are not in keto. They think they are, but they're not because most people, when they do keto, they don't do continuous glucose monitoring. And it's very hard to actually be in keto, and maybe temporarily you'll kick into it and out of it. But for long-term maintenance, for proper hormone balance, it's really better to get your carbohydrates. So animal proteins, organ meats, getting quality sleep, making sure that you're getting in some fruit, some honey, dates, things like that. Real quality nutrition, and of course, eliminate whenever and wherever required. And then you won't have to go through the stress and the limitations of keto, and you'll have more energy and you'll have a better electrolyte balance, hormone balance, and all those things. So keep that in mind, Brittany. And I think it'll be much easier for you to stick into it, which is why it probably didn't work for you the first time. So just keep that in mind, and I recommend the elimination and navigating that will help you along with that. So welcome to the fam. We got one here from Chris. Chris writes 11 months apart. So we got some pictures. The first pics on the left were after being in the gym a month. Total journey is now up to 13 months and a couple days. I think I'm getting there, fam. Some days and weeks are better than others, but always progress. Hashtag go the fucking gym and Swole fam. P.S. One day I'll have Everest and K2 flexing on all the beaches like the All Papa. Am I the All Papa? Nice. Looking good, dude. Looking good. So these are 11 months apart. Look at the shit on the left. November 7, 2021. Dude, you look like a different person. Your beard is more robust, and you lost a lot of body fat, man. Good for you. Good for you. Let's get some gorillas for Chris. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I love following the journey because if you've been listening to the podcast for a while, it's great to hear these posts because you have a lot of posts where people will share their struggles. And Chris was, I don't know if he's still doing crazy driving, but he was going like 2.5 hours in each direction for work. And he was out of the house long periods of time. And he got to the point where he's like bringing equipment to the apartment that they were giving him for work and stuff like that. And just getting it done no matter what. So it's great to listen to the podcast and continuously hear updates. And even if you posted transformations or before and afters, make sure you do share those updates. Make sure you share those updates because, you know, people are listening. Not everyone is watching live because some people aren't able to either have this on in the background at work or, you know, for whatever reason, you can't catch it live, but you can watch it later, of course, on all the platforms. And you can also, of course, listen in. So we do appreciate myself and everyone else in the Swole fam. We appreciate those updates. Okay, we got one here from Kristen, and this is from Pillar Number 2 Nutrition in our Swole Fam discussion boards on the website. Kristen writes, I'm so thankful to have found this fam and that it has gotten my ass back to the fucking gym. Before COVID, I was going to the gym consistently for several years, and I was eating right. And in parentheses, well, a lot of chicken, white rice, and broccoli. And happy with my fitness level, and I felt great. When COVID hit, I had to quit going because my husband was on immunosuppressants from a double lung transplant in 2018. I did not want to endanger him in any way, so I stayed far away from the gym and basically sequestered myself at home, even worked from home until recently. Despite all this, he got COVID. Oh, shit. Despite all this, he got COVID and passed away in January 2021. Having turned 50 years old in the hospital 2 weeks before he died, his dad, the anchor to our family, passed away 2 months later, also from COVID. I was the only one left to take care of his house and estate, etc. I had so much stress with that and caring for my 2 girls who are 10 and 12 that I essentially stress ate myself to where I didn't have the energy or the desire to go back to the gym when things opened back up. Fast forward to now, I joined the Swole Fam and I'm focusing on the 7 pillars and feel pretty good again, but was just listening to an old Sleazecast where you were talking about being skinny shredded in college, eating chicken and egg whites, etc. I guess my question is, elimination diet aside, would you make any adjustments to the training and diet that you described for yourself if you were giving pointers to a 48-year-old woman who would rather be more on the, quote, skinny shredded side rather than the bulky Gaindolf side? Parentheses, I realize women are not as likely to bulk up, but I think you probably get what I'm saying. Well, let's get a round of applause. I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. That's brutal. And yeah, actually, I think we were just talking about it yesterday in terms of when I said skinny shredded, I mean, it wasn't a good thing. I'm not saying it was a good thing. In other words, I wasn't building muscle and gaining size. I wasn't eating and training the way that I should have in terms to get what I want. I wanted to bulk. I wanted to put on muscle. I do not recommend eating chicken and egg whites. If anything, eating the egg yolks, especially raw yolks, and getting rid of the egg whites. They're very important to eat the whole egg at minimum. The yolks are much more important than the whites. That's just classic, stupid bodybuilder, cut out fat nutrition. In other words, you're cutting out fat. You might lose extra body fat and shred some extra fat, but you're also going to be in mineral and vitamin deficiencies, and you're not going to be healthy. So there's a difference between being muscular and lean and actually being healthy. And a lot of people are muscular and lean, but they're actually nutrient starved and deprived and having fat on your body in terms of eating quality fat. It's not healthy to be extremely, extremely lean. That's not necessarily a healthy thing. Having some body fat is important to store vitamins and minerals and for proper endocrine function. For women, obviously, if you're too low body fat and you're too stressed and you can get amenorrhea, you can miss your periods and miss menstrual cycles, and it'll jack up your hormones. And same thing with men. If you're too low in body fat, it'll tank your testosterone. This is not an issue for people that are taking anabolic steroids because obviously you're getting exogenous testosterone. So you're replacing and you're adding testosterone so you can get into low body fat levels and still have a pump and still be ready to, muscular and have energy and stuff because you're taking anabolic steroids. If you get that lean naturally, you'll crash out and you'll be exhausted and you'll be really flat. And this is the reason why a lot of people that pursue that, they can't maintain it and they sacrifice their health to look a certain way. So I would recommend definitely as you're 48 years old, I would make sure that you're getting in your organ meats, your beef liver, beef heart. For example, bone broth is fantastic. Grass-fed beef, whether it's ground beef or different types of steaks, making sure it's grass-fed beef. Everyone has their own different sensitivities to things like raw dairy. So I'd recommend raw grass-fed dairy if you have access to it and test it, see how it works for you. I keep playing around with different things. It kind of bloats me. It kind of fucks me up. I keep trying it once in a while, but I really do feel better in general without it. But for a lot of people, that could be very beneficial. So I would recommend, like you said, you're doing the elimination diet. I would not recommend chicken and egg whites. You'll get much more value from eating grass-fed beef and eating the egg yolks for sure. So very important. And of course, if you're eating more nutrient-dense food, and you're going to not really have the issues in terms of overconsumption of calories. And a lot of people think that, well, you can still eat 5,000. I got this comment on TikTok. Again, welcome to the fam and super stoked to have you. Sorry about your loss, but we are here for you. You got your fam right here, and we're stoked to have you. Biceps and gorillas for Kristen in the comments for sure. I got a comment yesterday, I think it was on TikTok. I was like, well, if you eat 5,000 calories of nutrient-dense food, you'll still gain weight. Good luck. Good luck. And we're not talking about 5,000. Let's say theoretically, you ate 5,000 calories of grass-fed beef and eggs and fruit. Let's say you ate 5,000 fucking calories. Are you going to gain weight from doing that one time? No, we're talking about eating 5,000 calories, let's say every day. You can eat 5,000 calories on one day if it's possible, and then maybe not eat that much or be in a quote deficit for the next 2 days. It's really about, it's not each day. You're not going to eat too much in one day and just be fat. It's really cumulative over the course of days and weeks. Are you going to eat 5,000 calories like that every day? No fucking chance. There's no way in hell. There's no way. There's no way. And people think that you're going to accidentally eat too many calories. You go and try to eat too many calories accidentally of steak or ground beef, maybe some fruit or sweet potatoes or dates. Very hard to accidentally overeat. If you want to get into caloric surplus, you're going to have to be stuffing yourself and forcing food down your face. And it's not going to be comfortable. And then do it again tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Good luck with that shit. Good luck with that shit. These are people that have no idea what it's like to actually do it that way. If you're eating garbage, McDonald's and soda, it's like, yeah, of course you can actually do it. Of course you can, because your body doesn't get the right signals and you're having nutrient void food. So you feel hungry more often and it goes through you a lot quicker because it's ultra processed. From Madison on our discussion boards, pillar number 3 training. Hey everyone, I'm super excited to start a consistent routine. Question for anyone who can recommend to me a good starting point for lifts, because I'm familiar with lifts and styles of splits for training during the week, but I find myself sticking to what I've always done, which is usually cardio and maybe YouTube follow-along workouts with dumbbells. But I'd like to focus more on being able to do solid lift protocols, quote, swole workouts, so I don't have to rely on a YouTube workout to fulfill me. We need some periods here. Madison, I'm going to cut right ahead. You need to upgrade your membership if you're not an unlimited member and start the 90-day dash, scorched earth, or swole season. So you join the fam and you're asking about, does anyone have a good starting point for lifts? Yeah, we have full programs, but for unlimited members. So make sure, reach out to us, support@swolenormous.com, and we will help you. We'll help you navigate and upgrade if you don't have access to unlimited, and the team will help you with that. So you're asking if anyone has any recommendations. We certainly do. It's all where you are. You just might not have signed up for an unlimited membership if you don't have access to those sections. So thank you so much for being a part of the Swole fam, and send us that email. That way we can help you. All right. You followed up. I'm not a newbie in the gym, but just inconsistent with a routine week to week, and I want to see some damn results already. So I'm desperate to start with something on here. Unless you just joined unlimited and you just didn't click on anything. Yeah. Madison, send us an email, support@swolenormous.com. We'll help you with that upgrade. Okay. And Matt has a picture of, was it a rag and a kettlebell? Y'all just smoked my upper back by doing rows with a towel. Get in stance like you were doing a T-bar row, grip the towel, but keep your elbows away from your body instead of keeping them tucked, kind of like you're doing a wide grip seated row. Felt it in my rhomboids for sure. Very nice. Get some gorillas. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, you can use a towel with a kettlebell for doing like skull crushers or overhead triceps extensions, or for bicep curls. You can put a towel underneath it and do curls and stuff like that. There's a lot of different things you can do to customize. So excellent. Well done. Well done. Fam is ready to join all those amazing people and get access to all our training content. Like we always talk about, swolenormousx.com for all the absolute fire. For all the fire. Let me scroll through. Excellent. And of course, for those of you that maybe, because it's Wednesday, if you missed the accountability meeting, we have it available inside Swole TV, but we have the latest new releases for inside the Swole Studio for premium and unlimited members. In the Swole Studio, we rotate new classes every single week. We have Express Total Body Yin #1 with Genevieve. We have Swollen 7 Bands Round 3 and Legs Alpha, and that's available with premium and unlimited memberships. And of course, with our unlimited access, we have a brand new yoga class, Yin with Twists with Alex. So those are amazing classes. I'm telling you. Come on. You all love if you've never tried yin yoga and you lift weights, you're missing out. Yin yoga is one of the best complements to strength training that you could possibly do. All right, let's take some questions. Drop in the comments down below if you have questions. Ask Papa Swolio. Brandon says on the Telegram chat, do you have any brands for magnesium malate or glycinate that you recommend? I use the Redmond Relight. I like that in terms of electrolytes. Redmond, it's made with Redmond real salt and it has malate and glycinate and potassium. You can also use Element, but that only has malate, but both are great. I would recommend those electrolyte supplements are fantastic. And that's a problem for doing keto that we talked about earlier. I forget exactly who it was, but if you do keto, you're going to have electrolyte issues and a lot of problems like that. Let's take a call from Trevor. Trevor, you are live on the Daily Swole. If you want to submit a question, ask papaswolio.com.
I would like to ask you what kind of supplements you take and if it's hormone therapy or any other anything of that nature. And if so, what kind of doctor would you go see to obtain those supplements? Thank you.
All right, so you're not talking about supplements. You're talking about anabolic steroids. You're talking about hormone. No, I don't. I probably will eventually, but I don't have a need for that right now. Probably, I'm going to be 40 next year, so I would say probably in the next, I don't know. I mean, I would say probably in the next 5 years is probably a good range for that because I would like to start getting onto something like that before I lose muscle mass. But, you know, one of the ways you can tell if you're waking up with morning wood, if you have great recovery, if you sleep well, if you're having great workouts, you're increasing strength, you probably don't need it, but you need to go and get like a full blood panel. And you can order them online. You can go to a Quest or you can go to a, I think it's like Wellness FX. There's one. There's Merrick Health, I think, is another one. There are different ones you can order online and you pay like $600 or $1,000. Like they're not cheap, but you get a full blood panel and you buy it and then you go to like a Quest Diagnostics or one of those local LabCorp places, and then they send it out and then they'll give you the whole report and you can look at the numbers yourself and get an idea. But there's certain things when you go get a test when it comes to like testosterone, you don't want to lift heavy for a day or two in advance because when you're training hard, that's going to skew your results. You want to make sure that, you know, you follow any of those protocols that they say, because you're probably going to be doing like fasting blood glucose and whatever else is involved with those tests. So the problem or one of the issues that I'm aware of, because I'm not doing any of that kind of stuff right now, is that if you go to a clinic, guess what they're going to want to do? They're going to want to put you on testosterone. So if you're going someplace like, hey, you're low or you could be higher, and you definitely want to be on the higher range of what normal is, especially if you're going to take something, you want it to be like the maximum of what you should be in terms of like the highest normal. When you start doing extra, then you're going into the realm of, you know, maybe higher risk. But if you're just bringing your natural testosterone levels up to that range, and I'm not a testosterone expert, I haven't gone down that road. But like I said, I'm open to it. I'm not against it. I'm not one of those people like, oh, natural, like don't take anything to the end. No, I'm going to use science and what we're aware of to live the most vibrant life as I get older. I'm not just going to fucking decay and just be frail when I'm older. That's fucking stupid. So anyone that has that kind of approach is really just virtue signaling, and they're going to be losing out on vitality in their later years. So, and as technology gets better and as, you know, this is out longer and longer, it's safer and it's better. And of course, you're going to be regulated and monitored. So it's definitely a cost. But like I said, you know, you got to be careful going to those clinics. And remember, if you go to those clinics, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but just be aware they're going to want, like, that's what they do is they put people on testosterone. So if you're going to one of those places, they're not necessarily going to be making the argument that you don't buy their services or whatever. One of the problems is, you know, once you're on it forever. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Tobias, love your advice. I am really struggling to theft the beer. I'm 45, and because of bad parenting, I have been drinking since I was in single figures. Any good advice? Thanks. You probably need to get some professional help. I mean, AA can be wonderful for a lot of people. There have been a bunch of people in the Swole fam that can attest to the benefits. Struggling to theft the beer. I mean, if you really want to do that, you need to emulate what you want your future self to do. You can't be surrounding yourself like, why are you drinking it? Why are you buying it? Where are you going? That's surrounding yourself with alcohol. You need to remove yourself from those situations. It's your environment. It really is your environment. And there's a lot of research that shows there's no like addictive gene. It just, you're having these coping mechanisms that are, rooted in finding that kind of like you said, in terms of finding that kind of coping mechanism or that attention or that numbing feeling. So anyone else that wants to add to that, I mean, I'm definitely not a professional in terms of rehab, but I would make sure you're checking out that book, Atomic Habits, and, really learn to fortify your actions and being very mindful of your actions. Brain gains is very important too. That way you can avoid those triggers and avoid putting yourself in those situations or creating that negative environment that's going to lead you down that path that you want to avoid. Gaurav Pawar, Papa Solia, my wife is vegetarian, so could you please recommend any good protein-rich food and low on carb that fulfill the requirements? We are from India, so Indian diet lacks protein. You're from India. Are you in India? I mean, good protein-rich food, low on carb, steak, beef, I know, wild fish, like even, quality chicken that's corn or soy free, like as clean as possible, turkey, same thing. But the best is going to be wild game or meat. I mean, I'm just saying, you say your wife is vegetarian, get some eggs. Eggs are fantastic. So it's like protein rich food that's low on carbs. It's like meat. So, I mean, you said you're from India. Are you in India? Like, do you have limited access to it? Like, why? I mean, like, I don't know what you have access to. Can you make better choices or can you purchase some of these things? What else is going on there? Oh, there we go. All right. I've had better, but I didn't do it. It was off axis. Jessica, help my IT band. My IT is inflamed, or it's probably the muscles around it. I do a lot of hiking and sit-ups. Sit-ups are a waste of time, by the way. I'm going to physical therapy for the pain in my hip bursitis. Would leg presses help? No. I'm close to joining an actual gym, not just my home gym. You need to start practicing yoga and you need to do hip mobility exercises. So we have master classes for ankle, knee, and hip in Swolenormous X. Maybe your physical therapy might help a little bit. Depends on what they're legally allowed to cover or to treat. Although it's going to be like heat, it's going to be ice, it might be some stretching and some activation, but it might come back. The problem is you do physical therapy for a little bit, the pain goes away, and then you go back to the same shit you always did, and it comes back. So a lot of times your IT band will, whatever, not really IT band, but it's mostly the muscles like the vastus lateralis or the tensor fasciae lata and muscles around that area that are causing friction. Like, I don't know how you can tell it's inflamed. Like, where does it hurt? Does it hurt in your hips? Does it hurt on the side of your knee? Like, what's the actual issue? Chances are you have hip instability. So what you're just saying is I'm going to therapy for the pain in my hip. So chances are what you're doing is you have a movement compensation. You have pain in your hip, so you're counterbalancing on the other leg. You're putting more pressure. I don't know if the IT issues is on the same side as the bursitis in your hip, but a lot of times there's compensation. So you have pain or you have an ankle sprain. It can translate all the way up to your neck because then your gait changes, your movement patterns change, certain muscles deactivate neurologically, and then you have continued and compounded imbalances. So you need to work on creating strength through a full range of motion, activating weaker muscles. And I can't tell you that right over you have to do some movement screens and some manual muscle testing in order to know which muscles need to be activated, or someone needs to see you do like overhead squat testing or movements and see where your instabilities are. And the problem is if you have current inflammation, you can't just go and train that with mobility, because if you have current inflammation, oftentimes you need that inflammation to subside because you currently have irritation. So you can't just out-train inflammation. That's the problem. You have to be patient. You have to work on decreasing the inflammation and then properly activating. So once you have inflammation, you have to almost let it subside and back off a little bit. So maybe things like Epsom salt baths or sauna, cold plunge can reduce inflammation. And then with foam rolling or massage or manual muscle therapy or testing or physical therapy and corrective exercise, you can bring that back. All right, let's see here. Let's see. James Dodd, what's your ideal dinner? Steak, liver, some fruit, bone marrow. Like, I mean, my ideal dinner. I mean, I just like, my nutrition, my yum yum, my yum yum. Let's see. Gaurav, yes, I'm in India. I'm in India. Yes, I personally eat meat, but she is vegetarian, so she doesn't eat meat at all, nor eggs. So she's not a vegetarian. She's a vegan. You're not going to be, look, honestly, so vegetarians eat eggs. So if she's a vegan, if she's not eating any animal proteins, it's going to be very, very hard for her to get sufficient protein. Why? Why is the reason why she's, no pun in, I mean, she's shooting herself in the foot. Like, you're not eating the foods that give us as humans dense protein that we need for survival, and then wondering where you get food with protein. Like, you get it from the animal foods that she's avoiding to eat. What's the reason for it? Is it ideology? Is it religion? Like, what's going on? Danielle, do you ever eat seafood? Not often. We were doing sushi once in a while, but it's hard to find get sushi that's like wild caught, not farmed, whatever. But the last time I had sushi, I had the poops for like half an hour afterwards, and ever since then I haven't had sushi. I'm like, nope, that was it. Good for a while. Lobster, no. Every once in a while we used to do crabs and oysters. I do love oysters. I do love raw oysters, but I haven't had them in a while. So would I eat fish? Yeah, but here's the thing. When I eat fish, if Mama Swole was like, I have a real craving for salmon, so we'll get some like wild caught salmon. She'll make it. Cool. I'll eat it, but I also need to have some steak because I just don't feel full. It it's like, okay, cool. Yum, salmon. Where's the food? Like, there's nothing to it. So whenever I eat fish, I just don't feel like I ate something. I feel like I ate things, but I didn't get nutrition. So whenever we got sashimi and sushi, we would usually have a cold steak that I would cook the night before, and I would slice it. So I would kind of have like some steak with the sushi, and then I would actually feel satisfied. Jeremy, thank you for recommending The Big Fat Surprise. I'm still reading it. It's fascinating. Thanks so much. Ah, yes, that's the one with Nina, is it Teicholz, the author? Very good book. Papa, maybe plant protein, but that's the only place that she's getting her protein. There's protein in things, but they're incomplete proteins and they're not as bioavailable. So there's protein in plants. Like, there's protein in fruit, just not much, and it's incomplete. And it's not as bioavailable. Like, eggs are the most bioavailable protein on the planet. I think the bioavailability, the BV, is like 100. So, I mean, in other words, if you're saying, I don't know, it's like, it's like I'm trying to travel from here to San Francisco in one day, but I don't want to get on a plane. It's like, well, it's impossible. Like, unless you get on a plane, you're not going to get there in a day. You drive, it's going to take you a week or whatever. You're on a train, it'll take you a week. So it's like I'm trying to get protein with low carbs or whatever, but I'm not eating eggs or meat. It's like, and that, I mean, I'm trying to help you. Was it Poir? Like, I just, there's no answer there. There's no answer. Like, hey, I'm trying to get really good protein with no carbs, but I don't eat animal proteins. It's like, you're not going to find it. You won't get it. You just won't. You just won't. Let's take a call. This one's from Shalmi. Shalmi, you're on the Sleazecast. We're go.
Hi, Papa Swallow. Do you have
Papa Swallow
good tips for cutting?
I have a good tip.
That I can lose fat the most in a day. What tips can I use to lose fat? Walking, diet, fats, to eat more fats. What do you recommend?
I think there was a language barrier where it's like the most fat in a day. No, yeah, you're not losing fat in a day. So I think I'm just going to chalk that up to like a language barrier. You meant like overall, like every day. You probably meant daily. Like what can I do to lose the most amount of fat daily on a daily basis or something? I missed a lot of what you probably said because like what tips you need to cut 7 pillars. SwoleNormousX.com. I appreciate the call. Download it. Learn about the fundamentals of nutrition. Listen to the podcast, watch the videos, go on the blog on SwoleNormousX, learn about the elimination diet, learn about how these foods, how food choices directly determine your outcome. Your sleep, your food choices are going to determine your like cortisol levels, are going to determine other types of like chronic inflammation that's going to interrupt your endocrine system. That's going to make you feel hungry when you're not hungry, getting ultra processed, nutrient void foods that will spike your insulin, also make you chronically hungry with cravings and X, Y, and Z, blue light. There's a lot of habitual things in your environment that are leading you to overeating and storage of more fat. So an elimination diet is the way to go. That's just the process of you testing and customizing your nutrition. All right, let's take another call. Let's take another call. This one's from Elliot Carrillo. Elliot Carrillo, you're on the line.
Hi, Papa Solio. My name is Elliot. My question is, how I have Sundays as a rest days, so I was told that that was unhealthy, that I should take at least another one. What are your thoughts on that? I know I can Google it, like use the internet, but there's so many information on the internet. What would you recommend, or what would be your advice on that? Take a day off or 2 days off? I know it basically depends on the what I've done, but yeah, basically training from Monday to Saturday, at least an hour training. Thank you, Papa Solio.
All right, thanks for the question, Elliot. I think no days off. I think the framing and the structure at which you're looking at rest days is archaic. So you're looking at it. I do not think you should be doing heavy training every day, but I do think you should be training every day. So I do not think of any days off. I think on that Sunday where you're not doing heavy lifting, you should be doing yoga, you should be practicing mobility. So what the other person was saying, 2 days off, it depends on your training. It depends on what you're doing. So when I say no days off, when I say go to the fucking gym, that might mean moving your coffee table, throwing on the yoga studio in SwoleNormousX and doing a yoga class. Are you going to the fucking gym? Yes, you're practicing yoga and mobility. Are you lifting heavy? No, you're not. Are you overloading your body? No. Are you overstressing your body? No. Are you aiding in active recovery? Yes. So fuck rest days. You should be focusing on active recovery. It might be 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be 2 hours of active recovery. You don't have to hike up a fucking mountain. It just needs to be something. Remember, you're not just resting. Sitting there and doing nothing isn't helping you move forward. It could just be some foam rolling. It could be meditation. It could be all the things, all the 7 pillars that you should be doing every day. But it could be 15 minutes of mobility, and then that is your training for the day. So no days off. Just forget the term rest day. You have different types of training days. There's something you can do every single day. It doesn't have to be intense overload. Thank you for the question. Good shit. Fam, it's time for Balls Deep. Let's fucking go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That's deep. Yeah, let's go. It's time for Balls Deep content. My name is Papa Swole. I like that. That's another, we have the Depth Vader. We got a Han Swole coming, so. Oops, I said it. That's going to be sweet. Okay, let's get into a Balls Deep drop. Now, this was added at the last minute. This is pretty nasty. It's from Martha Stewart. Who wants to see Martha Stewart naked? No? Neither do I. Neither do I, but she's coming at me, bro. She's coming at me. And she's coming at me, and you'll see what I mean. Here we go. Here we go, fam.
Oh, hi there. I'm just enjoying the natural flavor of pumpkin spice from Green Mountain Coffee Roasters. And nothing else, literally. Just look at this. A thing of natural beauty. No, not me. My Green Mountain Coffee Roasters pumpkin spice coffee.
This is cringe.
It's made with natural flavors. That means they've stripped away the artificial and left nothing but goodness. Look.
You know, look, unless, like, you think after all these years on TV, you wouldn't have to look off the screen every 2 seconds. Please, if you're recording a video, look at the fucking camera. I hate it when someone looks like fucking looking off to the side a little bit. No, look at the fucking camera. Look at the lens. Reading a goddamn script. You couldn't remember? You couldn't remember that? You couldn't remember that? You couldn't remember that like 2 sentences?
I say we have a lot in common.
Absolutely.
I got hairy legs.
Absolutely not. Fuck your pumpkin spice, Martha. Oh, man. Prison really changed her. Okay. Oh, this twat again? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right. We got some shit to go into today. This is going to be epic. Pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. What we got here? The Dick Draft now hiring. Now hiring. All right, Dick Draft. Hashtag Dick Draft. Dick Draft. Dick Draft. All right. Well, we got a stitch here. But let's see. Dun, 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 dun. What's it going to be? Dick Draft. Dick Draft.
Look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there with her, like a little lady with her legs crossed.
All right. Danielle Anderson. Let's go, Danielle. All right. This one's called Small Fats. Small Fats. I think this is the chick that we did yesterday. The fat spectrum. Let's check it out. Here we go.
Welcome to Learning with Lacey. This is an education moment. Well,
oh, it's your fucking accent. I hate the way you talk. Close your mouth. Use your tongue. I don't dislike accents either. And I always have to clarify. If you have an accent like this, I don't dislike the accents. These accents, like Australia and, English accents, it makes dumb stuff sound dumber. It just does. This is stupid shit in any language, in any accent, but it just amplifies the stupidity sounding. So I like the accent. It just amplifies it when it's stupid. Okay, just clarifying.
You might not like the term small fat. They're not making it up. Small fat, mid fat, large fat, and super fat or in.
Okay, I'm going to pause you right there. Who's not making it up? This is all made up. This is all made up. This is to make you feel a fat spectrum. A fat spectrum. So when you're so fucking unhealthy and you have so many fucking unhealthy fat people around you, you have to start determining who's the largest victim, pun intended. So when you're really, really fat, you can feel better about yourself for being the fatter than large. I'm a large fat. You're only a mid fat. Yeah, but the small fats, this is just a way for infighting. This is just internal bitching of who is going to win the Victim Olympics. So this kind of marginalization, this is what intersectionality is. You start having you start breaking down these bullshit categories. You're all unhealthy. All of you. You're a small fat. That means you're fat as fuck. It's really just fat and fatter. You're all fat. You're all fat.
Fat are actually proper terms that are used by a vast range of people, particularly
a vast range of mentally challenged victims that don't want to take responsibility for their own lifestyle habits. Just because someone made it up doesn't make it a real thing. This is your reality that no one else wants to live in. No one wants to live in this bullshit.
In the body positive fat liberation space.
Exactly.
Particularly people like Hayes dietitians,
Haze dietitians, health at every size dietitians, aka grifters. If you say you're a Haze dietitian, you're an evil person. You're an idiot and or you're evil. Period. End of story. You're literally preying on people that are desperate for love and attention. You're preying on people that are hopeless or have no hope. You're preying on people. It's sick shit.
Psychologists, all sorts of people.
How
Pause for the definitions.
I fucking hate your goddamn face. How about that?
Goddamn,
How about that? Have I told you today that I hate
I want
your
to deliver
face?
one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
There you go. We all learned something new today.
One of these days, Alice. One of these days. Bang, zoom. Fucking God. Okay. Right. Ugh, I don't know which one's next. We got two of them, all right? We have a Stitch. We have a Tess Holiday Stitch. We have a Tess Holiday Brendan Fraser Stitch. And we have a Fat Hotline video. What's it going to be? Ooh, what's it going to be? Fat Hotline or Tess Holiday?
60% of the time, it
stop
works
whining.
every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Come on, fam. What's it going to be? Boof. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Tess Holiday. Cerny says Tess. What else we got? The Fat Hotline. Yeah, I'm not sure which one's going to blow me away. Like, what? I can't tell which one's going to. Let's do the Fat Hotline first because I think Tess Holiday is going to make me like end. That might be the end. You know, there's oftentimes like a video where it's like, oh, I don't think there's any coming back from it. All right, let's do Fat Hotline. We'll end with Tess Holiday. All right, Fat Hotline. This is called Calling into the Fat Club Hotline, Part 13. Part 13? Part 13?
Matt Damon.
There's 12 other ones? All right, Fat Hotline. Here we go.
Hello, you're through to Fat Club Hotline. How can I help?
We didn't make it that far. Oh my God. We didn't make it that far. She used to call me on the fat phone.
Hello, you're through to Fat Club Hotline. How can I help? You think that all fat people should go to the gym? Right?
Yep. Hey! Based. I do think all fat people should go to the fucking gym. You know why? I think all people should go to the fucking gym. I think all people, so that includes fat people.
Gym, right? What an original view, sir. Never heard that before, no. There's no excuse to be fat. Right, oh yeah, you're quite passionate about that, aren't you? Do you work at a gym by any chance?
Who is called? Yeah. Someone that, oh God. You really think people care way too much about your fat habits? Yeah. I'm more concerned about the brainwashing you're trying to put out online. I don't give a shit if you want to eat cake. I'm not trying to take your cake away.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
You do. Shocking. What about people who can't afford to go to the gym?
Everyone can afford to work out. Work out outside, go for a walk, do some push-ups, do some squats. You have a body. You can move it. People that can't afford to go to the fucking gym. Stupid excuse. No.
You don't care about that, no?
Nope.
What about people who suffer from disabilities?
They can exercise too. Look at this. What about people with disabilities? Oftentimes those disabilities are a result of lifestyle habits, and sometimes it's not. They can still take better care of their health. They can still make decisions. They can still be as physically active as possible. That's not an argument. Most people that are fat because of their own doing, not because of a disability. So stop trying to virtue signal to the 0.001%. Fuck out of here.
You don't care about that, no. See, the problem with your theory, it's quite ableist.
Oh.
Yeah, because sometimes people gain weight for, like, medication.
Yeah, why are they...
No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
Yeah, some people gain weight because of medication. Well, why are you on medication? Because you're not exercising, not eating right, not getting sunlight. Oh, yeah, your lifestyle habits are shit, so that's why you're on medication. So you're going to blame it on the medication, not what happened that led you to the medication. And why are you on medication? A lot of times it's because you're diagnosed with some bullshit fucking disorder like ADD or something like that. Like, oh, you're diagnosed. You're just not focused. You're just not taking care of your health. Everyone's different. Doesn't mean you have a fucking diagnosis. Everyone just wants to be labeled. Everyone just wants a scapegoat. They want to just blame it on something. Blame your depression, blame your ADD, blame whatever label the medical community gives you so they can put you on a fucking prescription. That's all it is. You can diagnose anyone with anything you fucking want. Anyone with anything. It's just literally someone in a white coat telling you, oh, you have this. Here's that. And they put on your record and boom, you have a label. Now you can use it as a victim shield for the rest of your fucking life.
You're not interested in that, no. You could always do your own research on that. You don't want to.
You can go to the fucking gym.
No, I can't imagine being that dense, to be honest. What I'll do, I'll pop you through.
You can't imagine being that dense. You're really going to serve that up to me on a silver platter? No, I'm not talking about the one holding your donuts. Talk about dense. Do you know what, you ever take a physics class? Do you know what density is? Look in the
mirror. The ableist whiny bitch department. All right? No problem. Have a shitty day. Okay.
Okay. Coming from the girl with purple nails. Oh my God. I think you... coming from the trans woman or whatever is going on here. All right. Horrible. I don't know. I don't want to assume it's gender. You're talking about density. My God. You can't make that shit up. All right. Tess Holiday before I punch myself in the dick.
What's in the box?
Here we go. This is called, there's text on the screen. It says, obesity is the last domain of prejudice that we as a society still haven't changed the way we speak about it, because it's not healthy and it's a main cause of disease and death. The last domain of prejudice. You mean the last domain of actual reality that you're trying to separate people from? Stop trying to separate people from reality. We don't want to live in your land of fucking make-believe of furries and fucking pronoun confetti. Fuck you.
Obesity is the last domain of prejudice that we as a society still haven't changed the way we speak about it.
Okay, so Brendan Fraser's obese. He came back and did a movie about a fat person, and now, no, fuck you. I don't care. I don't care. I like Brendan Fraser for an actor, but please, now you're going to try to virtue signal. It's the last domain of prejudice. Oh my God. Fuck Hollywood. All these people separated from fucking reality. The last domain of prejudice, and Tess Holliday's over there with her fucking chunk just nodding slowly like, uh-huh. The last domain of prejudice. Prejudice is very effective. Prejudging. Not judging character, judging lifestyle habits, judging behavior, objectively recognizing that it's not healthy. God. Jesus fucking Christ.
That's a huge bitch.
The last domain. Oh, fuck him. God damn it, Brendan. God damn it.
The way we refer to people, the way that we care about one another. And I'm hopeful that that can change. And I do believe in the power of film and culture to change the conversation in a way that allows people to open their hearts and minds a bit more.
What the fuck does that even mean? Who's out here yelling at fat people? Understand that I don't hate fat people. Quite the opposite. I get angry when you have these fat people turned activists to try to get attention and likes and views that spew bullshit and lies that are perpetuating death and disease in this country, as if we don't have enough pushing against it. We have experimental drugs. We have lifetime pharmaceutical prescriptions. We have garbage fucking food. We don't need woke tard influencers being like, yeah, fat is beautiful. It's not. It's grotesque. It is The victim mentality is pathetic. It perpetuates death and disease, period. End of fucking story. It's a fact. It's a fucking fact. Does it mean that fat people are bad people? No. But if you are a stupid idiot and you happen to be fat, then yeah, I'm going to call you a stupid idiot. I don't care if you're black, white, yellow. I don't care what fucking color you are. I don't care what language or accent you use to spew stupid shit. If you say stupid shit, you say stupid shit. So this is just internalized like, oh, they're being mean to me. Stop saying dumb shit, or don't say anything and then don't post it online. Oh my God, I said something dumb online and people disagreed with me. Oh my God, my feelings. Then fuck all the way off. Don't use the internet. Like if you're considered fat, drop it in the comments. I don't hate you. We have a lot of members of the Swole fam that are considered fat. Okay. Have too much extra body fat on yourself. Does it mean you're going to die today? No. Does it mean you're going to die tomorrow? No. Does it mean you're a terrible person and you shouldn't have any friends? Or you should, like, no, never say that. I'm not sitting on the side of the road like, ew, you're gross, you're fat. If you want to help yourself, I'm here to help. I am more than happy to tell it like it is and to give you the tools and the information in order to make those changes. But if you're going to go online and be like, I'm fat, you know what? No. I'm beautiful. I'm body positive. You have to like me. You have to appreciate me. You have to say I'm beautiful. Fuck yourself. Fuck all the way off. Fuck all the way off. Go fuck yourself. And if you're gonna lie to people and pretend like you're a good person for, I don't know, tweaking reality and just pretending, because you can pretend for 30 seconds or a minute on a TikTok video. But then you live the other 23 hours and 59 fucking minutes miserable, in pain, constant, mental disorders, struggling. These people are struggling nonstop when they're not on camera. You can turn shit on for 30 fucking seconds and make a video like, oh, no. But then they're like, oh, they feel heavy. They have joint pain. They have bloating. They feel miserable. They look in the mirror. They hate the way they look. But then they're fucking bipolar and they turn it on. And they smile a little bit for a TikTok video, and then like, I'm beautiful, and then they edit it. I don't like the way I look. All you see is a little tiny, it's acting. Everyone's acting. Everyone's fucking pretending to an extent. They want people to click on their fucking videos. I want people to click on my videos. You know why? Because that's what I do. It's called attention. It's called attention and then monetization. That's what it is. It's called a business. You have to get someone's attention in order to sell them something. You have to get someone's attention in order to deliver information that can help them. You have to have someone's attention first. So I yell at you, go to the fucking gym, you fat motherfucker. Hey, oh my God. Yeah, he's right. I'm not yelling at people on the street. I'm not yelling at people, fucking dick all the time. Why are you so angry? Because I need to slap you across the tits so you wake the fuck up. You're scrolling and everything. You're scrolling, watching food cooking videos and just watching cake, watching food porn. We literally call it food porn. People call that shit food porn. Ew. Food porn. Oh my God, look at those cookies. People are just rubbing their nips and jerking off. Oh my God, look at that cake. Oh my God, Butterfinger. Oh, look at that McFlurry. Oh my God, look at all those M&Ms and chocolate sauce on that cake. Oh yeah. You disgusting bitch. You gross motherfucker. You nasty. You sicko. People are depraved. Our society's breaking and falling apart. Our culture is just completely toxic and just sludge. But all hope is not lost. So either you can be a fat grifter or you can be realistic and make better changes. Are you going to have a six-pack? Maybe not. Maybe you won't. Maybe you're not really that inspired. Maybe you're not going to get that ever. But will you still benefit from making better food choices and lifestyle decisions? Sure. And if you don't want to, you'll have worse outcomes objectively. I can't force you to go to the gym. I can't force you to stop eating cake. I can't. I can't. Julian Papa, some of us use food making videos to satisfy ourselves with just watching it. That's creepy. Not hating, but that's creepy. So you're just watching, like, that's giving you, like, that's getting you off rather than eating it. That's like a weird addictive thing, isn't it? Is that healthy? I guess it's healthier than eating it, but that's kind of, I don't know about that. I mean, chocolate sculpting, I think you like the art, though. It sounds like you like the art. You like candy making videos or chocolate sculpting. That sounds like a little bit different than just like eating it, though. I mean, you're not watching like binge eating videos. You're looking at like, it sounds like you're looking at it for the artistic aspect of it. Like, you know, but like, just like, yeah, Jarella, the hyperfixation on food. I mean, it's that instant. Well, that's different. I would say the art of doing it, but you know, you might appreciate watching sand castles too, or, you know, painting or something like that. You know what I mean? You know, if you're watching someone like eating the food or like eating cake, like, oh my God, and it's like touching yourself, like, oh my God, I can't eat it, but like a dodgeball, right? Like Ben Stiller in Dodgeball. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And he like shocks himself, putting it up to his face. Or puts like what did he put, like a slice of pizza down his pants? Anyway. Yeah, I mean, you have people that are looking to change their lives, and you have people that are grifting off people that don't have hope. And that's evil. Evil comes in different ways. But if you know objectively that the lifestyle habits that lead you to obesity, that it compromises your immune system, it dramatically amplifies your risk of all-cause mortality. And then you're trying to justify people getting fatter and being fat as if it's something that's virtuous. Like, it's some sick shit. It's sick shit. Does it mean that if, like, for me, does that mean that I'm going to live to be 120? No. Maybe I'll live to be in my 70s. Fine. Okay. Well, he was wrong because he didn't eat cake. You know, we all have genetics. We all have like that date, whatever, how many breaths and however many days and years we have on this earth. But what if I didn't train? What if I didn't take care of my health? Maybe it would have been 60. Or maybe I lived to 90. Maybe if I didn't, it would have been 75. I'm certainly not going to be on medication in a wheelchair for the last 20 years of my fucking life. I'd rather be doing a squat and then just have my fucking heart explode. So anyway, yeah, wake up. Wake up. You have a lot of evil in this world, and it comes in different shades, and that's not too strong of a word. So that's what pisses me off. I don't hate fat people. I hate the victim mentality. I detest it. And I think that these people that are trying to profiting doesn't always mean money. Profiting with love and attention, because they're desperate, because they were not held as a child, because they don't find any kind of love for themselves. So they are profiting off your comments, your likes, your hashtags, all that stuff. And that makes them double, triple, and quadruple down and make up all this bullshit. Make up all this bullshit. They're making it up. There's no substance here. It's just 50 shades of fucking evil and sloth. It's just disgusting, and gluttony. It's gross. Let's give away today's Swole card before I lose my fucking mind more. All right. Dick draft, baby. Dick draft. Fam, we have some dick draft in the house. Today's Swole card winner is Kristen.
Congratulations!
Absolutely a super heavy post. And I know the dick draft is a funny card, but at the same time, we hope that you look at it and laugh. You've been through a lot, so hopefully this card will bring some light and laughter when you look at it, and know that we, the Swole fam, for myself and the entire Swole fam, honor you with this card, and let it signify that you are a general in the Swole army that will fight the noise and fight off death and disease and weakness in this world. So congratulations, Kristen. Can everyone let Kristen know that she won today's Swole card? This is under pillar number 2, nutrition on the discussion boards. So congratulations, Kristen. If you're listening to this, congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 2357 for that dick draft card. No, look, she's listening to an old Sleaze cast. Yeah, she's going to laugh at this. She's going to love this card. Yeah, the Sleaze cast, it's here. It's here. The card is yours. Congratulations. Let's nut this beach. Let Kristen know that she won today's Swole card. Congratulations. We'll take some soundboard requests in the comments down below.
You can be fat and be healthy.
And we'll
I'm
see
sorry,
you
Lizzo,
tomorrow.
healthier than I will ever be.
By the way, Beaches, tomorrow's episode will be private. Join the fam today, SwoleNormousX.com. Roundtable tomorrow. Roundtable 29. You can't even see it because the nuts are in the way. There we go. You almost couldn't see it. Because Roundtable 29 tomorrow, the 20th, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Get you a Matt Damon there. Cerny, a Will Ferrell.
I don't know how to put this.
You got it.
But
tomorrow, see you at 5.
Kind of a big deal.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
Yow.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response
look at that tainty man.
were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Look at that tainty man. He's a good boy.
What's in the box?
Oh, tainty man.
I arrive in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
We got it now.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Woo-wee. Yeah, bitches.
Loud noises! Are there any women here today?
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in and pull and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Cake gender.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
No hands. Oh, he's fucking undefeated. All right, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the show, hit that like button on the way out. But of course, make sure that you leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify if you have not yet done so. Leave us a 5-star review. I don't care what podcast app you use. If you use Apple, make sure you write a review as well, but definitely on Spotify. It helps tremendously. And let Kristen know, everyone, let Kristen know that she won today's Swole card. It's on you, fam. It's on you. Inside the nutrition section of the discussion boards on Swole Normus X, make sure you leave a note and let her know that she won today's Swole card. And of course, join the fam, SwoleNormusX.com, because tomorrow we have our roundtable, Roundtable 29, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. The link will be posted in a button on your homepage when you log into your account, but I will send you a Swole text anyway and let you know that it's going down. And I'm going to send you a question. I'm going to send you a Swole text today to get some feedback. All right. I want to do a little Swole survey. It's going to be fucking fire. We're going to start sending out some more Swole texts again. So make sure you answer the question And I hope it keeps you focused and keeps you on point for the rest of your day. Enjoy. Make sure you go to the fucking gym. Take care of yourself. It's freezing down here in fucking Florida. It's like 68 degrees. It's like 68 degrees. It's going to fucking snow. It's going to snow. My nips, fam. My nips. My goddamn fucking nips. Everyone's like, oh my God, I wish it was 60. It's fucking cold. It's cold. It's cold. I think I have a couple hoodies coming from papaswole.com too. So it's freezing. Where's the sun? Roast my nips. I'm pissed off. I think next week it's going to be in the 80s again, but fucking cold fronts. It's going to snow. Mama Swole was laughing. She's like, it's not going to fucking snow. I'm like, it's snowing. It's going to fucking snow. It's going to fucking snow. I told her. She went to yoga and she's like, it's not snowing. I'm like, it was raining. I'm like, it's snow. It's sleet. She's like, it's rain. It's fucking sleet. It's freezing over. I was like, be careful. Be careful of the ice on the roads. I know everyone in Canada is like, what is that? Like 16 degrees centigrade, 15.6 or something, 15, 16 degrees C. Everyone's like, it's cold as shit. Don't you dare assume how hard my nips are right now. It's fucking cold. I'm telling you. Oh, fuck you guys. I moved to Florida so it could be swelteringly hot all the time. Not a fan. I moved down to Florida to literally never experience cold ever again. It still finds me. God damn it. As I get into the cold plunge every day. Anyway, all right, fam. Love you all. I'm going to go turn on the sauna and roast my and sweat it out. We'll see you tomorrow for the round table. Peace, McGee's, Deuce McGoose, your boy Papa Swole. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they can't laugh and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. What the fuck is you saying? What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.